I'm always thinking about mainstream media and how they perceive Pacific Islanders, especially the ones growing up here in New Zealand, and our stories and the way we tell our stories. Because I feel like there's a little bit of pushback in terms of getting our own stuff. Like I think behind everything they see on TV, whether it's the Takansa Pasifika show or any other show that showcases Pacific Islanders on TV, like I still feel like at the back of my mind it's not really ours. You know what I mean? Like it's there. Sort of like they want brown faces, but not brown voices. If you know what I mean.
Dude, that's true.
And I've heard that term before, even in the States. You know, it's like it's like a diversity card. It's like playing the diversity thing.
You realize it too. Like somehow they do it, like the whole, we just put a brown face there and then that's enough. Like,
that's enough.
They're not really
we've
going
ticked the
into
box.
We just tick the box. The clear example was bloody Super Rugby promoting Fiji's game, and they put like Fiji and Samoa, and they posted up a post, and it was like for Fiji versus Tonga, and I'm like, everyone started commenting like, bro, you had one job, like, you know, it's how do you not miss up other posts? And it comes to this post, and you're just like, you know, like, let's put up there. And so I read there, and I was like, it's an example of that, you know, they're just doing, they're not doing everything they can. They're just like, let's just post it. That's it. And then I think they still haven't corrected it. It's still up there, like Fiji versus Tonga. So it's like, but it's Fiji versus Samoa. So
I saw that.
Yeah. It's small things like that. Like it just, you know, you're like, man. So when you have now Pacific people in the media, it's like, oh, but we're doing more now. But at the same time, you ask yourself too, it's like, well, are we? Like as our own, like us, like we can say, we're now Pacific media, but are we doing our part? So there's a lot of figuring out, because in all honesty, the Pacific audience, man, you've got to be really like, you know, on point with them, because man, they can like drag it out and tell you straight what's up, you know. So I've realized that, and it's one of those things where it's like, mainstream media, blah blah blah. No, but are we telling our stories like how we should do as a Pacific person?
Well, when did you first feel that?
As in
like when you started working, or was this discussion you had with your boss and people at TP Plus? Like what is the goal of TP Plus? Like because they left TVNZ, they're not part of TVNZ anymore.
They left TVNZ.
So they're on their own independent.
Yeah, and again, this is from conversations we've had at work, and these guys, the bosses, a lot of the. Bear in mind, I'm just like joining in since last year, so it's like a lot of it is new to me, and I'm lucky enough that I joined now that we have so much freedom. We have our own channel and stuff. We have our own, and I guess that's the same story for a lot of these younger ones. But those who were starting in the business back then on the TVNZ and everything, I remember that they told us. I think it was when they were. What's the word when you like they cut off jobs like that? Is it made redundant or something like that? Yeah.
Or laid off.
Laid off. Yeah. So that was a lot, and they cut out all Pacific reporters, majority of them. And then
when was that?
I don't. Yeah. And then that's when they split off, and it was just fortunate enough that by then, I think they were already a strong group. So then that's when our three bosses came into play, and they pretty much started up Sunpics, which is now like it records the Pasifika. Still go under TVNZ for the show they show it there, but everything now that's us. We do it inside our own workplace. And I think it's more what you asked about. When did I start sort of knowing about these things? Is when you get into the workforce, because you know you're now talking with people who've been doing this for ages. You know they've been doing it for like 5+ years, 10+ years. That have seen it all. And outside from it, like you already know, you do the whole channel. Man, we don't see enough brown people. But when you get in there, you're like talking with them. It's like, man, there's also issues as us brown people who are telling the stories that we need to fix on our own. So it's like, you know, these conversations I have with them who have been in the game for probably so long and have seen it all, I guess,
Because I love our people, and I love seeing stuff on TV. You know, and I love seeing our people on TV, man, and doing these things. Yeah. But then I see a video of Taika Waititi. I don't know if you've seen it, when he's talking about diversity in Hollywood. And that's gone viral, that little speech he had. And he talks about this kind of stuff in the Hollywood sense. Like, you know, why we need every single race in the TV program for. You know, it doesn't make sense. Just to tick the diversity box. You know, why do we need why do we need a Polynesian guy in this film when it doesn't make sense? There shouldn't be a Polynesian person in this film. We just put him in there just to, thing. And so it's not diversity. It's diversity if you give the Polynesians our own stories, our own. We should be running our own stories, not going through the white man and coming back down and that sort of thing. You know?
And that's why it's important for like you say, representation, not just in sort of the reporters, because reporters, but also in the roles with like the people that run the show. And I guess that's the beauty of being in Pasifika, because man, everyone that's there, everyone's Pacific, and somehow we've all gotten through the same upbringing. We all share similar stuff. We all know and this is a lot of them talking, the New Zealand-born Pacific diaspora sort of chat that they have, and we all connect. So yeah, he's right about that, and it's good seeing people like Taika being in those roles, because obviously now he can run it now and he can do his own thing. But I guess it's sad seeing that. I guess like people just do something just because it's like, we'll just make sure that so that they feel like they're included in this. But I guess it's the reality. But people need to understand that it's changing and that there are more Pacific people there. There are more Pacific directors out there now. There are more Pacific record music producers / type thing. So it's like we're really getting out there. But at the same time too, we've got to realize too, it's like, well, yeah, we can be in these spaces, but are we doing it? Are we really doing it? We promised so much about the white man telling our story, but now that we're here, now are we really doing it? So it's, we can step into these roles, cool. But now it's like, how are we going to really do it now? The thing that we've been promising ourselves and been saying that other people have been doing it wrong. Well, then let's do it right then, I guess. So, because at the same time, like Pacific as a collective, and I'm speaking on this on the fact of Samoans, man, we're good at bringing us up, and then we're good at bringing ourselves down. So it's like, they'll be like, yeah, man, we need people in these roles. And then when they do get into it, it's like, man, who is that guy? He thinks he's the man, So it's like, it's just, it's a lot to take in. But I think first step is acknowledging that we have to have our people there. So
there's that the gatekeeping personality that comes in when you get a little power. And
it's man, I hate,
some people get a little power. They're like, okay, I'm the gatekeeper now.
I don't know. I hate saying it's a mentality thing for PI. Again, this is me on the Samoan level. I guess I don't know what it is. It's just a thing with islanders, man. Like, especially, I'm this guy now, and it's like, bro,
it's me and my friends talk about it all the time, and it's funny to us. And it's like, I think it's for us. It's like, okay, that stuff happens. Just gotta try to get over it somehow.
And then you know who like to manipulate on that? White people. They see that, and then they go, all you see is a story they're reporting on outside, one's just arguing back and forth, on who's the power. And I'm like, that's what they want, you know what I mean? But it just all goes to the fact that, but I guess it's just, I don't know. I don't really know. It's crazy, man.